Hello and welcome to another edition of Defending the Den. I'm your host, Scotty Wazz. How are you all doing? Hope you're well. And everything's thawing out, so we got that going for us. But the Black Bears in action, looking to continue their trend as they got a big win on Old Bay night, and then had a lot of changes. Of course, we talked about Jonathan Lanza being traded to New Jersey for Christopher Krumich, and then the Black Bears also trading Michael Sandrick over to Maine for some picks, and then also trading Matty Tardy over to St. Cloud for Will Esterbrooks on the blue line. This after Vic Manabrat had said that he is shutting it down for the season due to some nagging injuries that he just can't get right, and it's affecting him. And before it gets overly bad for his future, shut it down now. And he was at the rink this weekend saying his goodbyes. Very emotional situation. Vic has always has been a good person to everyone in the rink overall, and just a good person in general. So it's a shame he won't be able to finish out his last junior season, but I think everyone at the rink and in the organization are looking forward to what he can do in Alaska, Anchorage next season. So with all that in mind, new faces and new places, the Black Bears look to get another win on the weekend as they welcomed in the Johnstown Tomahawks, who they have swept the previous 2 weekends that they faced off against each other. And this one, the last weekend, the Black Bears will welcome Johnstown until the playoffs, possibly. And then we'll see how it all gets done there. Black Bears get into some penalty trouble early. They were able to kill that off in their the first half of the period. And then right almost to the midway point, they get the first goal as Harrison Smith gets on the board with his 21st of the year. A good keep in by Daniel Johnson at the blue line. He gets it to Sam Osei. Osei finds Smith, who's streaking across the top of the circles. He lets one rip, and it goes top shelf in the back of the net. 1-0 Black Bears midway through the first. Then a power play for the Black Bears. Did not waste any time, only 37 seconds, and it's Harrison Smith again. He just throws the puck on net, kind of deflects off a couple of Johnstown players and into the back of the net for that. A lot of people thought Dominic Boltnar got a touch on it. Never even sniffed that puck. It's in the back of the net for Smith's 22nd. Will Esterbrooks with his 26th assist on the season. That includes his time in St. Cloud, his first point as a Black Bear. And Tanner Duncan extending his point streak to 20 games with his 38th assist on the night. It would be 33 seconds later when the Black Bears would notch another one. And just a bad passing play from Johnstown gets it back to Jaden Sakura. He just has the puck, almost got scared because he was so alone, has so much time, and dangles in a phone booth. Goes backhand for his 21st. Daniel Johnson and Trey Hinton getting the assist on that one. Johnson's 15th, Hinton's 21st, even though don't know how that happened. But either way, Black Bears up 3-0 after one. And they're rolling pretty good there. So you got to, especially after the first periods that they've had have not been all that great in the past couple of weeks. So to have that start for them has been pretty solid. And, they'll take it. They'll take a 3-0 lead after 20 minutes. Johnstown will get on the board early in the second period, though, cutting the lead to 3-1 as Jack Genovese gets his 8th of the year. Just kind of pokes it into the side of the net, squeaks through the pads of Ryan Deans, and it makes it 3-1, but it wasn't 4 minutes later when Owen Drury the captain decides it's time for him to get on the board on the goal side of this one, as he has a nice rebound at the side of the net off a initial Dominic Boltnar shot. Josh Frenette got the first rebound, pops out to Drury. He puts a stick on it. He gets it in for his 9th of the year. Frenette getting the assist on that one. That was his 27th assist of the year. Boltnar getting his 7th assist. Black Bears up 4-1. Then the rough stuff started to happen. Whole lot of things going on after that, as typical fashion for the Black Bears and Johnstown. But after 40 minutes, Black Bears up 4-1. Johnstown would cut the lead in half in the start of the third period. 2:40 into the play. Domokevich gets his 3rd of the year on a transition play. Just finds an opening and rips it past Ryan Deans, makes it 4-2 on there. Then we had a couple of fracases going on between Alex Gomes and Cole Peters. They get into a fighting situation. They get a 5 and a 10. And then Logan Dooling and Justin Charis get into it later. That ends in Dooling, I think, breaking Charis's nose, and then subsequently getting a suspension for too many fighting majors for the next night. So that kind of calmed things down a little bit. And then with 2:19 remaining in the third, Brady Haynes gets his 7th of the year to bookend it on the empty net goal. Just good play, good grinding play between him, Owen Drury, and Braden Wade to get it out of the zone and then put it on net for the gold. Haynes' 7th of the year. Owen Drury's 25th assist. Braden Wade's 8th assist. It's easy for me to say. And the Black Bears take this one by a score of 5-2. Deans makes 17 saves in this one, and the Black Bears get a victory, much-needed victory, to get 2 in a row there before we head to Saturday's action. And on Saturday, it started early for Johnstown. Less than 4 minutes into the period, the Black Bears can't get out of the zone, kind of get puck bobbled into their feet, and Jack Genovese gets his 9th of the year, just finds it and just puts it home, just literally taps it through and goes into the back of the net to make it 1-0 early, as Dom Gatto could not track it through all the legs in front, and just the bouncing puck all around, and it's 1-0 for Johnstown. Black Bears would answer back, 5:52 remaining in the frame, as Braden Wade gets his 6th of the year. A good transition play on this one, as Owen Drury gets it to Anthony Pelletieri. Pelletieri finds Wade, who finds a seam and just rips it home for his 6th of the season. Pelletieri's 13th assist. Owen Drury's 26th assist. Black Bears tied up going into the frame, or going into the second frame. 1-1 in that second period. Black Bears tilted the ice in a big way, even though they did have a couple of penalties to kill. We'll get to that in a second. But Liam Doherty gets it going, gives the Black Bears a lead with his 5th of the year. Just a rip from the slot, went in and out so quick. No one could see it. They had to go to review. And then it got called from above. That was a goal for Doherty's 5th. Harrison Smith's 49th assist. Ryan Franks' 17th assist. Black Bears up 2-1. But we talk about those penalty troubles, and they came back to haunt the Black Bears as Johnstown gets 2 back-to-back power plays and make very short work of them. First, Nick Melican gets his 7th of the year on a set play, kind of just outweighted the defender, waited for the defender to go to dive, to block, and just rips it home for his 7th, makes it 2-2. That only took 8 seconds of power play time, and then off a face-off late in the frame. We're talking 26 seconds left in the frame when Jack Sullivan, a new acquire for Johnstown, would get his 5th of the year. He would rip it home off the face-off, off the draw, just kind of waits for a minute and wrists it home. 3-2 for Johnstown going into the final frame. But the Black Bears get things going. They don't want to let this one slip away. Don't want to let the weekend slip away. They've had a lot of splits of the weekend. They'd like to get 4 points out of this one. And less than 4 minutes into the frame, Jaden Sakira gets his 22nd off a redirect from a Will Esterbrooks shot. Goes into the back of the net. Sakira's 22nd. Esterbrooks' 27th assist on the season. Second is a Black Bear. Trey Hinton's 22nd assist. And the Black Bears tied up at 3. And then the Black Bears get a power play of their own. And with that power play, you were waiting. He hadn't gotten a point all night. He was waiting for the right moment. Waiting until the time is right. Wait until the time is perfect. And that's Tanner Duncan. Gets a power play goal just sitting at the side of the net. Well, why wouldn't you put a body on him, as Tanner Duncan gets his 21st of the year? A great pass by Ryan Franks. Dished across for the one-timer that ekes through the pads of Zach Ferris. And into the back of the net. 21st goal for Tanner Duncan. Ryan Franks with his 18th assist. Harrison Smith's 50th assist on the season. And that makes it a 4-3 game. Black Bears only allow 1 shot in the third period for Johnstown. And it was an offensive dynamo for the Black Bears in that last 40 minutes, although they only outscored Johnstown in that last 40 by a count of 3-2. All that matters is you get the goals. 4-3 is the final. Black Bears get the win in regulation. 4 points to them on the weekend, 0 points to Johnstown. That's a big swing of things there. Dom Gatto made only 10 saves as he only faced 13 shots on the night. So a big weekend, big 4 points, and also helped with Maine and Rochester splitting. The Black Bears still sit in first place. They are up on Maine by 17 points. They're up on Rochester by 18 points, but Rochester does have 3 games in hand. Maine has 1 game in hand. Northeast is in 4th. New Jersey in 5th. Danbury in 6th. Johnstown 7th. Philly 8th, Elmira 9th, and New Hampshire 10th. So that's the way it looks. The Black Bears will welcome in Northeast this weekend. And, of course, I think the Black Bears, and we'll get to this in the interviews, and you see to a person, they are ready for this matchup. They were, maybe not as fully prepared as they should have been in Northeast. Things here, there, and everywhere, whatever the circumstances might be. They recognize that that's something where they're just like, okay, now we have to lock in, lock down, and they say that they're ready for Northeast. They to a person say they owe Northeast a 2-point swing. So we'll see if that can happen there. Both nights we'll have specialty warm-up jerseys honoring the Guns and Hoses weekend. Switch to a warm-up jersey situation just due to manufacturing situation, and they will be up on Dash Auction. Starting price at $95. So it's a nice, affordable rate if you want one of those jerseys that have half and half fire, half police. And all the proceeds are going to, I don't know where they're going to. They're going somewhere. I know that. Go to the Dash Auction page. It'll tell you all about it. And then the Guns and Hoses game is on Friday night before the game, 5:30, where the Anne Arundel County Police and Anne Arundel County Fire Department will take on each other ahead of the game. So excitement to be had. Should be a good weekend for that. And then the Black Bears go into an off weekend as top prospects will be on Tuesday, and then all that other fun stuff that shakes out from there. So should be a fun one. And come on down. Tickets.marylandblackbears.com. Limited tickets for Friday. Limited tickets for Saturday. Get them there. Tickets.marylandblackbears.com. Don't wait till the 11th hour. Get them today. Why don't you say hey? Time for some interviews as we got head coach Clint Mylymok talking to us on this one. He talks a little bit about just the weekend of Johnstown, the new faces in the places, and also the 100 games for Josh Frenette and Trey Hinton. Talk a little bit about that as well, and also just heading into this weekend, what needs to be done, as well as his tenure at the Top Prospects Tournament. Head coach Clint Mylymok joining me right now. And Coach, big 4 points this weekend against Johnstown. Your thoughts on the team's play?
I thought we played pretty well. I thought our intensity was good. I thought our compete was really good. Johnstown has some spurts, especially on Saturday where they came out hard and were really good on the walls. I thought they were first to pucks. They were grittier, and it took us a while to get going and wake up. But, I mean, in the end, I think they had like 16 shots maybe, and we woke up, and I thought we defended hard. We focus is this time of year. We want everyone committed to coming back, picking up sticks, defending the neutral zone, middle of the ice, and not just getting back with your sticks, but getting body position. So that's the task we're challenging guys with for every game, and I thought we did that really well. And obviously we got behind, but the challenge for them in the third was just find a way. Like, it's 3-2, and we got 2 goals in us, so go find ways, and the right player stepped up.
When you look at this team now, you got a couple of new faces on the team with Will Esterbrooks and also Christopher Krumich. Your thoughts on their performance in their debut weekend with the Black Bears?
Crummins is just, we've known him for a while. He's a pro style player. Like, he's calm along the boards. If you watch, some guys go to the walls and they're just, there's just so much movement. He just calms things down, protects the puck well, makes plays. He's got very, very good skill as well. He can shoot the puck. He can go net front. He can play center as well. So he kind of has all these tools that you kind of need for depth as you get toward the end of the season and playoffs. And he's really professional in how he conducts himself on and off the ice. And then Esterbrooks, I mean, we lost Manbrad for the year, and with Esterbrooks, he just comes in. He's a point-per-game defenseman. His IQ is through the roof. Watching him, the plays he can make, and complements guys very well. But he makes plays. When he makes plays, he gets up ice, sees the ice very well. And when you lose a guy like Manbrad, you're hoping to find something. We're very fortunate that A, he was available, and B, we're able to get him out of St. Cloud.
When you look at the debuts on the other side of things, you had 2 guys hit the 100-game mark with the team, and Josh Frenette and Trey Hinton. Can you talk a little bit about their contributions to the team and what you've seen in their progress in starting on their trip here in the NA?
They're both like coaches for us, both very mature people. They are very aware of what we're trying to do in Maryland on and off the ice, so they complement our style in terms of our work ethic, our drive, and then the biggest thing is like you can put them with a new player. Crummins comes in, put them with Frenette for a bit or Hintz, and they can talk to them on the bench as well. You hear these little conversations about, hey, he wants you to do this, and we need to do this here, and some guys just go sit down on the bench, and it's tough when you're a new player, and they help make things easier for new players, I guess, and that's the biggest thing I can say is just, as a coach, you've got a couple assistants, but you rely on the right leaders to help deliver messages throughout the game, whether you're in the room or not, too. And they're both are fantastic hockey players for one, but they're great humans, they're great teammates, and they're really responsible kids that add that element of maturity that you want from your group.
Now you have this weekend coming up, but after that you have Top Prospects Tournament. Your 6th straight season going there to that. You have I think 6 players going with the addition of Crewmans there. What kind of advice do you give those guys going into a quick tournament like that?
We usually tell the players, like, you're here for a reason, and you may not get something by playing here, but you can certainly, I say they're using a pencil or a Sharpie to cross, with your name. Sharpie sometimes use to take out names, and your habits got to be good. So it's always interesting seeing how kids compete. It's not that different from what we tell our guys here. Like, you got to compete, you got to win battles. If you're not scoring, you got to be doing something positive, and make sure every shift there's a positive element to your game that you brought, whether it's a pass, a shot, a puck in the net, or if you're on PK. And we try and get simple structure, but we're not going to overcoach it. We just want the main things is competing, coming back, showing that you've got some Division I attributes in your game.
Before we get there, you do have Northeast this week, and last time you faced them up there, a little indifferent result overall. What's been the message to give this team to make sure you secure 4 points on the weekend?
This time of year, teams are really, some of these teams are in playoff mode, and we're trying to maintain our sense of urgency too, and not let them off the hook, I guess. So it's tough for our guys sometimes, because they're wondering why we're always pushing so hard. But like, there's things at stake. There's first overall in the league. There's being dominant in our division. So when we play a team, like, they don't think, oh, we know how to beat them because of X, Y, Z. We want to make sure, like, anything they think they have, we've we answers for. And Northeast is a tough team. Like, they play with skill, they play fast, they play a lot of energy. And the last time we played them, we didn't have much to offer. So I think we owe them two really good ones. Just our honest effort, really. And when we do that, we're a good team. But this time of year, we have to be aware, like, they're fighting for their playoff lives, for positioning, what seed they want to be in. Is it home ice? Is it catching the second place team? Like, there's a lot at stake, and they're playing for a lot, and they're in go mode right now. And we can't sit there and pretend that we're things are set in stone and ready to go. We gotta have that urgency and maintain that ability that, hey, we're the team to catch and team to beat, and we want if we face you in the playoffs, like, we're going to be like this all the time. And win or lose, we gotta give them our best effort.
The Olympics are going on in Italy right now. Outside of the hockey, what is one of the Olympic sports in the Winter Games that kind of sucks you into watching at all times?
Usually a bit of everything. Like, some of the half pipe stuff, snowboarding is fun to watch. Some of the crazy stuff they're doing is almost every year you watch, you're like, can't believe they're doing this stuff. Because if you would have watched, like, 8 years ago, like, they're not even close to what they're doing now. They're pushing the envelope so high. Downhill is fun to watch, like, just how intense it is, especially some of the angles they have. It's crazy. Like, those athletes are something else in terms of how they compete. And then other than that, like, there's always some new sports. There's always cool stories, I guess, that they do a good job of showcasing. But I think it's just something where it's cool sometimes when you're at home and just put on the Olympics and find something to watch. It's good background noise, and sometimes it's pretty cool stories and some pretty interesting events. But it's almost too much now. Like, honestly, it's on so much that you don't even know what to watch. And obviously the hockey side's what everyone's waiting for, in this building anyway, is when the U.S. plays in Canada, and obviously we have a couple of European kids, but it's that's usually the big ticket.
Head coach Clint Mylymok. Harrison Smith joining me now. A little bit about the new guys who are in the bunch. For for the thing for this year, as well as his favorite Italian dish in honor of the Winter Olympics in Italy.
Harrison Smith of Maryland Black Bears joining me right now. And Harrison, big weekend for you guys. You take a sweep against Johnstown. Your thoughts overall on the weekend?
I think it was a great weekend. I mean, we our special teams was a big factor into the weekend, and we dominate 5-on-5. So as long as we're disciplined, I think we can win every game.
What was the big thing to get the power play going this week?
Just have bodies in front of the net, a good puck movement, one touches, one timers, and we were able to capitalize.
You guys had a couple new faces in the lineup this weekend. Your thoughts about the new guys who came into the roster?
They're really good and really affected our team, and they're two great people and they're beauties, so they fit in well here.
When you look at the season now, I mean, obviously playoffs coming ahead. How much are you in the playoff mentality, you and the guys?
Yeah, we're looking forward to it, but these days matter and these games matter. Every point matters. We're just doing what we do to keep it going.
You guys got Northeast before you have a week off. What's the biggest message being sent to you guys for this week?
Just stay disciplined and play good 5-on-5, and I think we'll have a great weekend.
Is this a game you guys kind of had circled after what transpired up in Northeast?
Yeah, 100%. We're looking forward to it.
Olympic Games happening in Italy right now. Your favorite Italian dish?
Chicken parm.
Chicken parm. There
100%.
you go. Harrison Smith of the Maryland Black Bears.
Owen Drury up now. Talks a little bit about how the new guys have been welcomed in, how the team has kind of facilitated, a good culture in there, as well as what needs to be done against Northeast this weekend.
Owen Drury, the Maryland Black Bears, joining me right now. And Owen, a big weekend for you guys. 4 points against Johnstown. Your thoughts of the weekend?
Yeah, it was big. I think we needed it after, not getting all 4 points for a few weekends in a row.
When you look at the lineup, a couple new faces in the lineup, your thoughts on the new additions?
Yeah, they're great. Will, obviously super talented offensively, and then Crummy brings an all-around great game, so it's a lot of fun to play with them.
How easy it is to welcome those guys in?
Super easy. I mean, they're both great people, great guys, so yeah, really easy.
When you look at the overall, what's happening this year, and obviously playoffs on the horizon, thinking about games, are you guys in that playoff mentality for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think we want to treat every weekend like a best of 3, so win first 2 and that's it. So that's our mindset going in the rest of the year.
You guys got Northeast coming up. You had a indifferent time up there last time you was up there. Your thoughts on the weekend coming up and what needs to be done to get 4 points?
Yeah, I think we definitely owe them one after the Saturday game when we played. So I think stay out of the box and just stick to our game 5-on-5.
Olympic Games happening in Italy right now. Your favorite Super Mario game?
The baseball one.
Okay, Super Mario All-Stars?
Yeah, that one's awesome.
All right, well, that answer gets you a nice box combo
Let's go.
from Raising Cane's and Player of the Week. Owen Drury, the Maryland Black Bears.
Trey Hinton up next, and Trey talks a little bit about his 100 games, what he feels about that, how he's enjoyed it so far with his adventure in Maryland, and also what needs to be done this weekend and what can be taken from last weekend to make sure the Black Bears can secure 4 more points in the standings.
Trey Hinton of the Maryland Black Bears joining right now, and Trey, a big 4 points for you guys against Johnstown. Your thoughts about the overall weekend?
Yeah, I thought it was a good weekend. Finally getting a sweep again. We've kind of been on not a downward trend, but it's good to be back in the sweep territory. But yeah, no, it was a good weekend.
To face kind of adversity like that's got to make you guys a little bit stronger as you head down the season, though, right?
For sure, yeah, and kind of forced us to come together as a group a little tighter. So yeah, I think it was a good thing.
You reached your 100th game in the NHL and with the Black Bears as well. Congratulations on that. Any kind of big memories stick out to you over those 100 games?
I mean, obviously the first one, maybe my 2 hat-trick games, but yeah, that's probably it.
Now, you played 100 games. We had a couple guys play their first games as Maryland Black Bears. Your thoughts on the new additions to the roster?
Yeah, I'm loving them so far. Will's super talented, and so is Crummy. Crummy's more of a 200-foot guy, but I think that they'll definitely help us down the stretch here and into the playoffs.
When you guys, you got Northeastern this weekend, or Northeast, you guys had an indifferent weekend up there. I'm sure this is one of these games or series that's been circled on your calendar. What's been the message for you guys to get 4 points out of this weekend?
Yeah, just play our team game. Last time we played them, we went off the script a bit. So yeah, just play our team game and everything should work out.
Now, the victory shots are a big thing that happened after the game. I see you and Anthony Pelletieri getting a lot. Is that because it's just Ginger celebration, or what is is that planned, or how does that all work out?
No, it kind of came together naturally, but yeah, we've just been right along with it. So yeah, It's like almost every time.
Trey Hinton of the Maryland Black Bears.
Another 100-game guy, Josh Frenette, joining me now and talks a little bit about his time in Maryland for the 100 games and his time off the ice a little bit as well. Not only that, but just the differences in where the team is at from last year to where the team is at in this year, and in terms of what's different between the two squads.
Josh Frenette of the Maryland Black Bears joining me right now. And Josh, big weekend for you guys. 4 points against Johnstown. Your thoughts about the weekend?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can, win all 6, get all 12 points against a team, it's huge. So definitely 12 massive points for us, and finishing that season series against Johnstown with a bang was huge for us.
When you look at everything overall, with this team so far, how has last year compared to this year where you guys are at?
Yeah, I mean, last year is a bit complicated. We had a lot of struggles that we couldn't seem to get out of, and I feel like the biggest difference with this team this year is, we have 1 or 2 bad games, and we just talk it out, and we fix it right away. And a lot of guys are just bought in and can fix all their issues right away. So kudos to this group for that, and I think it's been a massive part of the reason why we don't go on any losing streaks.
And one of the big things, especially when you talk about bringing people in, you had a couple of new guys on the roster this week. Your thoughts on the newcomers to the lineup?
Yeah, huge. 2 great guys, really eager to learn and get to know our systems. So that's been big for us. And obviously trade deadline's a little nerve-wracking when you're bringing guys in, you don't know how they're going to mesh, but they've done a great job, and they mesh perfectly. So it's been good.
They played their first games as Black Bears. You had your 100th game as a Black Bear. Congratulations on that. What's a memory that stands out over this past 100 games?
There's been a lot. Couple trips with the boys on bye weeks. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, just every memory with the boys, like, every game, every victory shot, it's all a good time. So it's been a lot of fun.
Trying to keep the good times rolling this weekend against Northeast. Big 4 points on the line. What's been the message given to you guys to make sure you can secure those 4 points?
Yeah, I think it's just a big bounce back against them. Obviously we struggled against them the last time we played them, getting a split. We never want to split. So, just coming out, bringing our game right away. First 10 minutes being dialed in, and I think we'll show that, we're the better team.
With the Winter Olympics going on in Italy, as a Canadian, aside from the hockey teams, what sport are you kind of following? You kind of get sucked into?
The snowboarding one, where like there's 4 guys and they all race at the same time and like run into each other. That one's pretty electric. It's tomorrow morning, so I've been watching to see when it is. It's like, I don't know, snowboarding cross, I think it's called, but yeah, I'll be watching that one later for sure.
Josh Frenette of the Maryland Black Bears.
And finally, newcomer Will Esterbrooks talks a little bit about just coming to Maryland and jumping right into the fray, as well as just high school hockey, as high school hockey championships are happening here in Maryland. The tournament up in Minnesota, he participated in that and was surrounding that. So just his experience with that and how high school hockey has, just what the culture is up there in Minnesota.
Joined now by Will Esterbrooks of the Maryland Black Bears, one of the newest additions of the Maryland Black Bears. Your first weekend here, what'd you think about it?
I thought it was great. Thought all the boys were very welcoming. It was a good community to come into, very professional, and I've enjoyed it so far.
Your first 2 games, you get a couple assists on that against Johnstown. What did you think overall of the team play this weekend?
I thought it was great. I thought the boys moved pucks well. You can obviously tell they've played together all year and have a good group, so it's been fun.
Is there any big differences in terms of in between divisions from where you came from in St. Cloud to now in the East Division?
I'd just say guys play more structured in the Central. It's more, some teams obviously have only played 1 weekend, but they fly more and just send guys, and it's a little bit faster pace too.
When you look at now coming up this weekend against Northeast, another big 4 points on the line. What's been the message given to you guys this week at practice?
Just kind of don't let up and take every day step by step and prepare for the weekend like it's the best team.
When you look at now that you have a week of practice ahead of you, was it difficult to kind of get just thrown into the situation you were thrown into, or do you thrive in that situation?
I try to thrive. I try to just do my best wherever I'm thrown in and help the team the best I can.
Now, you come from Hermantown High School in Minnesota, right?
Yep.
What is that kind of feeling like? There's a lot of people who don't understand the grasp of high school hockey in Minnesota.
It's obviously fun. I mean, like, it's just, Hermantown's been my life since obviously playing at Kenai than St. Cloud than here, but hockey there is everything to everyone, and just Hermantown is hockey pretty much.
Will Esterbrooks of the Maryland Black Bears.
Thanks to Coach Harrison, Owen, Trey, Josh, and Will for their time there. And, of course, always the Black Bears helping us out here, making sure we get the coverage out to you folks in the radio lands. A couple of tender signings as it is tender season. Unfortunately, not brought to you by Raising Cane's. Still think it should have been that, but we'll take the player of the week as well. In any case, first off, Tommy Brown, 6-foot defenseman from the Canterbury School of 2007. 2007 player, 12 goals and 32 points in 21 games from the blue line at the Canterbury School. So a nice offensive side to him should be a nice added bonus for the Black Bears next season. And Jack Slotka from the Louisiana Drillers in the NA3 has a little bit of NA experience. Played one game with El Paso this season, just kind of as a tryout, and that didn't pan out. So the Black Bears are able to sign him. 6'1" defenseman, 185, has 44 assists and 49 points in 35 games in the NA3 with the Drillers. So two blue liners ready to go, ready to roll. Who knew the Maryland Black Bears were a defensive team? Who could figure that one out, right? Just a couple of alumni news here. Cooper Black had a shutout, his first of the year. Wilmer Skoog had a goal, and Charlotte defeats the AHL leading Grand Rapids Griffins by a score of 3-0 on Friday night. Sam Stitz had an assist on the game winner as Air Force beats Niagara 2-1. Kevin Scott had an assist on Friday, but RIT lost to Army 6-2. Brody Simcoe had 2 assists as Trine won on Friday night, while Sebastian Speck had a goal Friday night as the Endicott Gulls shut out Curry. Jude Curtis had 2 goals and 2 assists with UMass Boston on their big Friday win, while Aiden McDowell had an assist as Stevenson rolled along Kings on Friday night. So we will kind of end it there, as Saturday night not necessarily the best for the Black Bear alumni, so we will leave it at that. Thank you all for listening. Should be a good time this weekend. Get your tickets, tickets.marylandblackbears.com. Why not? Go ahead and get things going there. And again, it's this weekend, then a bye weekend, and then we got some split weekends in March. So get your tickets while you can. Tickets.marylandblackbears.com for more. That's it. That's all. I'm Scotty Wazz. Take care of yourself and someone else. This has been Defending the Den, part of the Face-Off Hockey Show Media Faction and Podcast Monsters. Also, check out Defending Den MBB on Twitter. Put some stuff up there. And also clutchandcrabhockey.com for the media availabilities and the road game recaps. That's all. You guys have a great rest of your week. We'll see you down at the rink. Stay cool. Stay healthy. Until then, peace.